Do you know why this takes place? It's the people who vote it in. I don't know how many people I have talked to that um that work and they constantly blame poor people. So then they take more from poor people and they idolize rich people cuz they say one day they're going to make it up the ladder too, so why bash the rich? And I will show you proof. This right here.
Sam Adams encourages everyone.
And it's not just this video, it's tons of other videos where you have so many people feeling bad for these children that the celebrities take care of. There's no reason to feel bad for these children. They have everything they could possibly want. If they want a nose job, they can get a nose job. They want their ears done, they get their ears done. They want butt implants, they can get that. And they can get a sex change too at a young age. You know, whatever their little heart desires, they can get. And all their focus is on is them because they say one day they're going to be just like them. And that's why a lot of freaking family members and friends I stopped associating with, not just because of other things, you know, the way they treated me, was because of this too. They're so focused on these celebrities and they're feeling so bad for them. And the only people that they feel bad for that had some serious health issues going on in their life or they were in an accident is when they're on the news. When they make it on TV, they care more about those people they don't even know than their own loved ones. They said, oh, we all got problems. Deal with it. Move on. Accept it. These are the rules. You're going to have to deal with it. That's all you ever hear out of their mouth. And they'll say, Donald Trump earned it. These people earned it. Freaking, they don't care that people, that then they also talk about education. They said, well, you should have went to school. Even though they want people to serve them, they talk shit about people who didn't go to school, and then they claim the people that went to school deserve more. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing people that actually went off to school being handed grants and stuff for their work and stuff. But they're not seeing the purpose for them to go to school was not just for it to benefit themselves. It was also to benefit others as well. Just like the builders today, they're not building for society. They're building for themselves, and they put it at a high damn price. Not like the owner of it. The owner doesn't really build. The owner just, he owns the land or he has money, he inherited and stuff like that. He pays people certain amount of money to build for him, and then he collects whatever, somebody somebody buys the land and shit. That's all. And he gets way more, like he's getting all the money back, what he paid to the workers, plus like he's practically getting triple. None of the shit that people are doing in this country is helping anybody. It's not even helping themselves. But, they still worship these rich people. They still say they earned it. And like from what I heard, Donald Trump, how his father got all that money. They said he busted his ass for it. He didn't do nothing. He paid people low wages to fix up these homes, which he didn't really fix them up. He bought the homes at a cheap price when they were down, at a low price. He had people come in and he would lower the rent to have them fix it up. Once they fixed it up, he raised the rent. He was a freaking slum lord. He didn't do any work. He was having people living in slum conditions. That's how he made his money. And then Donald Trump built on top of it, doing the same shit his father has done. There were so many people that stated that, even Donald Trump stated also, he said that he feels as though the only way someone should get welfare is if they're working. Okay? And that's helping greedy freaking owners like to pay people low wages where they have no choice but to depend on welfare. You know how many times I went in to the store and like swiped my card and they were like giving me these dirty looks and they were saying, I heard, there's always men behind me. They'd always say rotten shit. Even though I'm with my child, they would always say rotten shit because they don't have kids of their own. Or if they do have kids of their own, they have a high paying job and assume everybody can get a high paying job like them when we can't. And not seeing the fact that people like they're looking at the cashiers. Of course they're going to suck up. They do not see those cashiers as, like needed. That's why you see them slipping away too. There's more of those machines popping up where you do it yourself type of shit. Like you're ringing your own stuff up and you're putting your own money into it. There's no cashier. They don't, but these cashiers are sitting there agreeing with them because they want to hear your thoughts. And they'll sit there and go like, yes, I don't think that person should be getting that and all this other stuff. Not seeing they're the next in line because they're going to lose their job over these goddamn machines. They too are going to lose their job. But you keep sitting there criticizing people below you, not seeing that they're in the same boat as you, and you think that you're better because you're standing behind a cash register, like you're going to be, like you're wanted. You're not wanted. Right now, you're needed until they can get people to build more of these machines. They can come up with more money to place them in the stores. And then your job's going bye-bye too. And then you're going to be in the same boat as those who don't work. And well, anyways, I was working and I still wasn't receiving enough. And I'm on disability. I still wasn't receiving enough. It wasn't enough for us to save shit up at all. And like I'm like thinking, damn, with me on this 9-month trial and having this disability, and I was working that many hours, I still wasn't bringing home enough to save anything up. Now, if I didn't have the disability, it'd be 10 times fucking worse. And I'm like thinking of all these other people. They have to live with roommates and shit like that. Like a lot of people. It's showing right there something's not right with this fucking country. We're turning into what they're doing in Hong Kong and China. That's their plan. You'd be living in with a bunch of freaking people in your damn home and in a tiny ass apartment. Just like the coffin homes. They're like practically living in lockers. They don't even have any space they can't even have any materials. And that's how China was too. They sat on the floor and ate. They didn't have a freaking table. They didn't have nothing. They had like nice clothing, but they're like sleeping on fucking hard ass floors and shit. And eating on the floor. That's what they're turning America into. Shit, it should have gave me a sign with the China on top of the building. I mean on top of the mountain. What we're heading towards. Like, yes, a lot of things that China does, I like their artwork and stuff like that. But they're trying to get rid of the material world. Period. Like where you don't even have anything. Why do you think all these places are shutting down? And then the furniture stores that are still available, their prices are so damn high. You can't even afford it. And that's what they want. Same with the cars. The prices are they're starting to slowly not make the old parts. so that way you upgrade to the cars and to the point where you're not going to be able to afford those cars. You claim that, well, we have all these cars that they're not going to get rid of them. They take them to those. I watched the video. They made so many cars and they destroyed them. They compressed them. They destroyed all these brand new cars. They weren't even used. And they recycled them into something else. So if you think that these cars are going to go to you, they're not. That's why they got tons of cars on the lot. They're going to eventually recycle them. That's the shit that they're recycling. They're recycling the metal and the steel and all that shit. They're recycling all that wasn't even freaking used. And the furniture, like I said, they're making cheap ass furniture so it falls apart, so you keep going back to it. The prices is getting higher because eventually they're not going to make any of that shit. All that stuff is going out the window. It's going bye-bye.